Engines roar beneath the sun, Barcelona's heat, the race begun. Tires blaze, he's taking flight, number one car in red and white. Through the curves, no looking back, left them all in his jet stream track. Crowds are chanting, flags unfurl, Dizzy's king of this racing world. Dizzy on the double, burning like fire. Spain to Brazil, he's rising higher. From lap one to the final line, RPL's hero, this moment's divine. Dizzy on the double, unstoppable soul. He's taking the lead, he's reaching his goal. His goal. Next stop Samba, Rio skies, Brazilian rain, but he still flies. From pole to podium, he owns the game. Every rival knows his name. Through Senna's S-Bands and back again, he's driving wild, he's driving zen. He danced with danger, kissed the wall, but never backed down, gave it his all. Dizzy on the double, burning like fire. Spain to Brazil, he's rising higher. From lap one to the final line, RPL's hero, this moment's divine. Dizzy on the double, unstoppable soul. He's taking the lead, he's reaching his goal. Two flags raised, two wins in hand. He carved his legacy across the land. No fluke, no chance, just skill and flame. Now the world will remember the name. Dizzy, dizzy, double crown, stand proud. Screaming tires, racetrack loud. Dizzy on the double, thundering stride. A legend born on the F1 ride. Spain to Brazil, he took the fight. Now he owns the night. Dizzy on the double, never gonna fall. The RPL's ruler, he conquered it all. Can he takes his time will tell. Whoa.
Looks like we've got quite a small grid tonight, and hope you enjoyed the intro. Unfortunately, it's a wee bit of the Dizzy show at the moment, but as I promised, the race winner and the driver of the day from the previous week gets a mention on the intro song. Gives me a bit of an interest. But talking of interest, this is an extremely interesting race. I've lots and lots and lots of things to talk to you about. But we will be riding on board with Dizzy, as he won the race last week. So let's ride on board with him. as he goes up the hill. This is a difficult corner to get right. You really need to get it and get the power down. And then these flying corners. These can be a bit slippery too if you get them wrong. You get the line of one wrong, you get the line of them all wrong. Trying to keep the power pressed as much as you can here before dropping down a couple of gears. Sixth gear, seventh gear. Slamming on the brakes onto this left-hander. Hitting the DRS zone very shortly. 100 metres, bang, onto the DRS zone. Dizzy's got 30% of his battery left. Can this lad do the treble? Can he win the league? Can he help win the constructors? This is one hell of a big night for RPL Bronze. For those watching on board, I'm Gavinbass1, and it's an absolute pleasure to be here with you this evening as Dizzy turns around the final few bends on his quali lap. Nice lap, Dizzy, but where is it going to get you? Let's have a look at that top left-hand corner. Whoa, might have got pole. I just want to confirm everything as always. And there you have it. Dizzy DJ, pole position, Mad Mark at second position. Hi, Mad Mark. Good to see you on here tonight, buddy. I'm enjoying this whole commentating, and it's all down to you that give me the inspiration. Nearly Psycho 3, Ben Wally 4, Deadly Violence 5, Basic Beetle 6, Quit Pig 7th, Matty 8th, Beaumont 9th, and back in 10th is Zinks. Beaumont and Zinks both got disqualified. They must have went outside track limits. Evening, Mark. Thanks for the wee message through the old chat. This could be your night, buddy. This could be your night. You're potentially the fastest guy on the track. In fact, I know you are. So, but for anybody listening tonight, this absolutely is down to the wire. These are the statistics, and it's thanks to Matty. I asked to give me a couple of bits of information. And basically it is that there's only two people that can win the title tonight, and that's Dizzy and Matty. Dizzy has a great advantage being in the car he's in, and there's 11-point lead. But if Dizzy finishes top, and if Ben wins the race and Dizzy finishes less than fourth, I think it is, Ben could lift the title. So it is pretty absolutely and utterly down to the wire, this one. So they're in and they're tweaking away with their setups, wondering how much fuel they're going to put in for this race, what tyres are they going to use in the first sector. Looks certainly, it's a 3.5 mile track, and in the real-time races they actually have 56 laps of this. We're just doing a very short race tonight, and really very little elevation change. There's about 133 feet of it, and it's noticeably that steep climb from the start and finish grid up to the top left-hander. In terms of the lost time in your pits, it's about 20.3 seconds, and the pit lane's about 385 metres long, so it does allow the teams a wee bit of flexibility in their strategies. And I can't see anybody doing a two-stopper tonight, to be honest with you. But anyway, let's hope there's a good, clean race, and everybody watching and everybody that happens to be in this race, just remember, this really is Dizzy DJ's and Matt's opportunity to win the title tonight. So if you are racing anywhere near closely to these two guys, do give them a wee bit of space extra tonight, because it would be lovely to see these two guys fight it out on track as we line up for the start of the race. And they're away. And the kick at Mad Mark just nicks it on the first corner with Dizzy DJ second. Ben Wally is a very tight third with Nearly Psycho absolutely on there on fourth and fifth in Basic Beetle. But Mad Mark, as I absolutely thought, gets himself out into an absolute dominant position of this race. But can he pull away? And there's the virtual safety car out. I was just about to talk about that. There was a 50% chance of that. I don't know what happened that caused that. But it looks like it may have been something to do with Zinks. Not absolutely sure. But it is a virtual, and we're all lining up, and it looks like we're back to race speed very shortly. Still backed up a bit. Matty, let's have a look to see if he's carrying any damage, or has he already been in and fixed it? I'm not too sure. But the car looks to be intact at the moment. That Ferrari doesn't seem to have any loss of end plates. I hope it doesn't have any rear wing damage. But back in the lead with Mad Mark. And we're back to racing speed. Really not an awful lot of change in the orders. But let's have a look here. We're on with Nearly Psycho. He's in fourth place with Basic Beetle and Quit Pig right on his top. So this is all about the smoothness around these corners, as you know. Mad Mark B55 had a bad race last week. I think he got a bit of a dinging. And he's going to absolutely and utterly have in his head that he wants to stay out in these front 2 or 3 places. Oh, he's let the guy away past. Okay. Dizzy DJ's out there. If you ever see a gentleman in track, you're watching one here in the green Kick Saba. I think what actually happened there is Mad Mark realised that Dizzy DJ's in the race for the title. He's probably just let him on past. At the same time, Mad Mark, you've got a race to run as well. So if you get clean opportunities to pass Dizzy, go ahead and do it. You've loads of experience, bud, and you know exactly what you're at. So give it your best shot. I'm watching you all night, buddy. I'd love you to win this race. Matty gets a 3-second penalty. Already on lap 3, Matty. That's not good. We nap on the knuckles there. A nap on the ruckles, eh? Would you listen to me? Nearly talk. I was down at the dentist today and I got 2 new sets of false teeth. I got one buy one, get one free. So just we're in the min at the moment. So Mad Mark's just tucked himself behind Dizzy DJ. And behind that, they're forming an orderly queue. And we'll just get some details up now. We'll get some telemetry. And we'll also get the full map up. And we'll also get the interval times up. But Dizzy DJ's pulling away there just under a second from Mad Mark. But there's quite a fight going on for first, second, third and fourth. So let's get into it and have a look. We'll ride on board with Ben Wally. He's sitting in third place. We'll get rid of all that information and we'll have a look and see what Ben's thinking. As the tyres wear out later in the race, this will become a very, very slippy part of the track. Round the left-hander now. This also can become slippy. Are you going to demonstrate it? No, you're keeping it still. That's good. Onto the DRS zone, straight up the straight and finish to this very, very, very difficult uphand left-hander. As you can see, Mad Mark runs very wide there. But no big deal, he keeps his place. But Ben Wally is watching every move he's making. Ben, you couldn't have a better driver in front of you to help you pull yourself all the way up to back, get his DRS zone, and then get on to your merry way after this fight with Dizzy. But as Dizzy stays in front like this, it's going to be a very difficult task for you to end up on the top step for this league this year. But there's your opportunity. That's a nice clean overtake, but look in the inside. Look at this Alpine of Nearly Psycho in the inside. Can he hold it? No, Ben's going to take this corner. And we're back on with Psycho. He's not wanting to go without some sort of a performance this evening after last week's wrecking match, the first corner or two. That would have been real piss off for Psycho. So Psycho's now got a mission, and his mission is very clear, and that's to actually track down Dizzy DJ, who's 2.3 seconds ahead. Now this is going to give us an idea of what Nearly Psycho and Ben and Mark have all got. Can they pull that 3 second in, and let's make this into a 4-horse to maybe even a 5-horse race. But down to Basic Beetle, he's in a fight with Deadly Violence. Deadly Violence is just tracking him down in the Aston Martin. So he goes round the right, then the left. Keeping that nice and tight. Trying not to lose too much speed round this one. And he just chops that off absolutely beautifully. But yep, he's got Deadly Violence coming right down behind him. Lap 5 out of 20. Wee bit sideways there in the old kick, Basic. Basic Beetle goes sideways. And back to your race leader, Dizzy DJ. He's 2.3 seconds ahead at the moment. Not quite time enough to pull in for an ice cream, Dizzy. Certainly not with all the dressings, the nuts and the flakes and all the rest of it. You're only 2.2 seconds, and I'll tell you what, Ben Wally and Nearly Psycho, Mad Mark and Beaumont are coming to get you. Can you hold them off? Who can tell? Run on with Ben Wally. Let's see what he can do. And Ben's just holding off Nearly Psycho at the moment. Mad Mark staying out of it. Guys, this is a great display of what you do in terms of etiquette on an F1 track. Here's a guy in a green kick Sauber here that's got obvious pace. He's a fast driver. He's out for a good drive tonight. He's out for a clean drive tonight. But most importantly, he has absolutely and utterly showed politeness, gentlemanliness on the track, letting the people that are in the race for the championship get out there, have their battle. If they want to make mistakes, if they want to tap bumpers, let them do it. But Mad Mark's basically saying, go for it, lads. I'm happy to watch you take it. But you know what? There's no slouching. If you pull off, he might just go past. Down to yourselves. Here's a nice wee scrap developing here between Basic Beetle and Deadly Violence. Deadly Violence overtakes, keeps it in the inside. Can't just get the pace on that kick. But we're just going to maybe ride on board with Deadly and see what he can do with this. He's chasing down that kick of Basic Beetle. Round this slippery part of the section, you can go wide there, and you nearly did, sir. What's the pace like going up the hill? Is this where Deadly Violence? Oh, he takes that little squidgy widgy. Loses a lot of time there, unfortunately. That's a loud quit pig to get on the back of things. He's going to have a look and see what he can do. He's sitting in 7th position out of the 10 of them. I must say, lads, a bit disappointing for the last race of the season. Everybody supported everybody all year round. It's a shame that the regular drivers couldn't be on board tonight, as Deadly Balance picks up a 3-second penalty. Final night of the season. It's the night where the guys lift the trophies. They establish whether they've won the league or not. We'll hear who the Constructors' Champions are. I'll not be commentating all that, but I'm sure the admins and the likes of Matty and people will be letting you all know where everybody finishes at the end of this race on the lap 7 of 20 we are. But yes, back to that. Disappointing that the full-time drivers didn't make an appearance in tonight to race and make it a good full grid race for these leaders tonight. But anyway, it is what it is. And if we just go into the details now, and Mad Mark has made an early stop, Matty's made an early stop, and they've gone ahead and they've popped those hard tyres on. That's a strategy that I quite like to do as long as I'm feeling I've got the pace, because you are running that risk of going into the pits early, grabbing those hard tyres while the front 2 or 3 are in a DRS zone and they're putting in lap times much faster than you could in clean air on your own. So it'll be interesting to see how this actually all pans out. But we'll just get rid of the tyres and we'll have a look at the penalties. Beaumont's on 3, Deadly Balance is on 6 and Matty's on 6. Deadly Balance is 3 and Matty's on 6. But the race leader at the moment is your Dizzy DJ, and he's quite a bit in front. He's 5 seconds in front of Nearly Psycho. A worthy winner, may I add, an absolutely worthy winner of this championship if this continues for the rest of the race. It's quite obvious that Dizzy's going to end up going into silver or gold leagues after this. And I'm sure Ben Wally will progress up to the leagues above. 2 great drivers and persistent and also, what would you call it? Week in, week out, they do the same old things. They're putting their cars up in the top 3-4 positions. They're getting the points and they've run away with this. Well, let's go down to Nearly Psycho in 3rd place with Ben Wally and the Haas in front of him. We've got Beaumont now on the back of Nearly Psycho. And he's chasing him down nicely. Beaumont's featured a lot in my... Oh, Beaumont just picks up a 3-second penalty. Oh, there's commentator's curse, if ever I've seen it. But he features a lot in most of these races. He's always there and thereabouts. But he's chasing down Nearly Psycho. Psycho's got a race in the last few races. He won one there about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So he knows what it's like to win a race. He knows what it needs to be to win a race. Ben Wally picks up a 3-second penalty. Now, that for sure, Ben, you do not need. Especially if Dizzy makes a mistake or there's a safety car and you end up in the front of this grid and Dizzy's not too far behind you. I wouldn't like to be in that position with a penalty to the name. But Beaumont's playing a very safe waiting game here. He's not making any silly moves, but he's just waiting on that corner to get that speed out. He's got 92% of battery. Oh, he put the guy in front of him pits, so that puts him into a clear 2nd position now. Lap 10 of 20. Are you lonesome tonight? Matty's lonesome tonight. Oh, we're on board with Mad Mark V55 with Ben Wally just behind them. This is a fight for third and fourth position. Ben's chomping. Mad Mark's flying. Here goes the move. Surely to goodness this is the move. And he's away with it. On board with Mad Mark. There's quite a bit of separation on the track at the moment, so these are the only two guys battling. Mad Mark V55 and P5. Lots of penalties starting to appear on the track there now. Mad Mark goes a bit wide. I think he actually might have went outside the limits there. But Deadly Violence is now in the lead on the track. And we'll just have a quick look at the tyre situations. He's on 10 lap old soft, so he's going to be pulling in very shortly for a change of tyres, which will give Dizzy a clear and quite a long lead. But Mad Mark sitting now in fourth position. And you know what? If you look at the penalties and you just look at the consistencies and all the different things that are going on, Matty gets another 3-second penalty. Matty, you really are chalking up the night, bud. But you know what? I don't want to rant and rave about Mad Mark V55, but I think he's a very big contender for my driver of the night so far, and I'll tell you why. He's given the utmost respect to Dizzy DJ and to Matty, or to Ben Wally. I'm absolutely certain this guy has the pace to win these races, and probably win tonight if he really had wanted to. But he did back off. He let the guys through when they needed to. But he's now in a race of his own, and he's having a race with Beaumont, and that looked just horribly close at time. But Beaumont's having a look on the outside for that left-hander, but he's not going to make it. Mad Mark takes the inside line and puts himself into P3. Now, I'm no fortune teller, but having watched the driving habits and moves of Mad Mark tonight on the track, I honestly think Mad Mark has probably started this race knowing he pulls right over what happened there. Oh, he's just letting the others go through. Not too sure those two guys had really much to gain from that, but anyway, it was starting to get a bit bumpy around you there, and happy to let them through. But I just know Mad Mark's out there to get the laps in, have a clean race, and let the people that own the championship go on. And I think everybody watching this stream could learn an awful lot from what's just happened here tonight. It's been so obvious, and I think the whole league of Bronze and RPL could probably just throw a shout out to Mad Mark for driving in a certain manner to let this race go ahead. To the number one position of Dizzy DJ. He's now got Ben Wally on his tail in the last 7 laps of this race, which is going to decide it. Right now at this time, Dizzy DJ is going to absolutely and utterly secure his place in the top spot for the Bronze League of the RPL Monday Night League. But Ben Wally He's putting it in there. He's only 0.7 behind. And let's just see if these two guys, who have well-deserved 1 and 2 position in this league, let's see what they've got. Let's give the spectators a showdown. Wally, get on that accelerator. Dizzy, keep on the brakes. Let's have it. Matty picks up 10 seconds for cutting corners. Matty. Oh, Matty. It's not good. There's a virtual safety car out. Why is that virtual safety car out? No damage to Quick Pig. Any damage to Beetle? No damage there. Deadly Valence. Not too sure what happened there, guys. Concentrate. Oh, Matty didn't finish. I don't know whether Matty crashed out or whether he retired in the pits or whatever. But anyway, as we recap, we have Dizzy DJ in front, Ben Wally second, Beaumont in third, Nearly Psycho's fourth, Mad Mark fifth, Deadly Valence in sixth, and Basic Beetle is in seventh, and Quit Pig 58 is in eighth. And two non-finishers so far are Zinks and a Matty CC. But it looks like I hit the wrong curb, lost a wing, and slid into the wall. Oh, shitty one, that. Shitty one, Matty. Anyway, gives you time to get a beer and get on their mic ready for it. And it says virtual safety car on my screen, lap 14, but there seems to be a real safety car out on the track. So I'll have to go what the visual says, and the visual says that there's a full safety car out, and it says on my top left-hand corner that it's just a virtual safety car. So this is going to be interesting.
Down in Texas, engines roar. Final race, they wanted more. Bronze division in the line. Landmark V55 was prime. Crowd was lit, sun beat down.
We'll be given lots of thoughts to what's going to happen in the next 6 laps. Obviously, he's built the battery up to 100%. He's going to eventually get into a position of this race where he's going to dominate the start. And he'll be looking and thinking of ways to try and gain some sort of an advantage as he sort of speeds off after the safety car goes in. Because if he can grab up into that 1 second zone quickly, Dizzy could just run away with this with absolutely no fight from Ben. So Ben's job right now is to try and anticipate Dizzy's movements and stay right on that tail and stay within the 1 second DRS zone. So it looks like the virtual safety car is going to have another lap.
Lap 15, precision like a laser beam. Every corner, every turn, that wheel was used to
Guys are just keeping a bit of heat in the tyres. There's no nicer track, and they do hold and they do grip. And it looks like the top 4 guys are on hards. I'm not too sure the guys in the mediums will be able to touch them, to be quite honest with you. 5 laps to go. Safety car out. Final round for the season. Poised exactly as you would want it. Dizzy DJ leading. Ben Wally sitting there in second position. Beaumont third. Nearly Psycho. Deadly Valence in fifth, and Mad Mark sixth in the King Salva. Quit Pig 58 in Ferrari, and the last kick of the evening is Basic Beetle.
Driver of the day, all the way down Texas, engines roar. Final race, they wanted more. Bronze division in the line. Mad Mark V55 was pride.
Okay, safety car, it's time you disappeared. And Basic Beetle gets an absolute stinking penalty of 10 seconds for touching while the safety car is out. In all honesty, guys, that really shouldn't happen. That's a rookie mistake. I've made them many a time, so you'll not be happy about that 10-second penalty. So, Dizzy's doing exactly what we think. He's slowing everybody down. He's thinking about trying to catch them on the sleepy moment. Can he do that? Let's see. It's foot to the throttle. It's wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. It's lap 15.
On the edge, cooling me from last lap to victory lane. Don't ever see us kind again. RPL, RPL. I said faking RPL. Mad Mark's name is here.
We're just right on board with the leader.
Of the day. RPL, RPL. Bronze boys yelling, what the hell?
And he's away. Nothing really changes position-wise. Ho, 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 ho. A wee bit of nerve setting in there, guys. Any wider, you'd been in the west stand. Mad Mark just cruises round there in 5th place. He's picked up a penalty. Oh my goodness, how did that happen? I missed it. Mad Mark picks up a 3-second penalty. Oh my goodness gracious. That's a beautiful inside move. Mad Mark takes nearly psycho. Now he's showing us, hey guys, watch out for me next league. I might be a good guy tonight, but it's not going to last long. See yous next year, guys. I'm going to be in contention. So this battle for 1, 2, 3 and 4 is heating up. Nearly Psycho's in it too. So it's a 5-way battle, 6-way battle, 7-way battle, and what? It's an 8-way battle for the first position. Coming round this left-hander. Ben Wally's right on his left. Oh, Ben Wally's right on his pipe. He's wanting to get into that DRS zone with lots and lots and lots and lots of power. Let's see what he can do. We'll jump on with him. Can he make the move? Be patient, Ben. Be patient. Oh, Ben, you're eager. Play it calm, sir. Your place, deadly balance, 3-second penalty to you. Ben takes him outside, tries to get in the nice sweet nip tuck, gets the power out of the corner, thrashes on the DRS. It's goodbye Dizzy, it has to be. Let's see it. Come on. He's got it. He's looking. Dizzy's saying hello. Dizzy's now absolutely and utterly fighting for his life. Oh no, the lock wheel's going round there. That's an absolute disaster. Beaumont takes first position. Guys, really, you shouldn't have been doing that. That's serious. You've just lost yourselves a couple of positions. But I know what it's like. The red mist comes down. You see the winning line. You just want to get on. You want to get those passes made. But you know what? Sometimes just being patient is so much more valuable. Riding on board with Mad Mark. He's got Dizzy DJ in his sights. He's not going to mix it up. I know he's not. I hear him commenting every week, race on race, about how to give people respect on the track. He ain't going to go in there and fuck somebody over. He had a wee bit of a slippy moment there. Probably concentrating on driving safely to make sure the guys have a good clean race. But we'll just have a look at the positions now as Dizzy GJ sits proud in 3rd place. What's going through his head? I'm not going to make any stupid mistakes, but would it be nice to win on the track? take it with absolute flair? Are you going to let Beaumont run away in first position, even though he's got 6 second penalties? I think I would. What's the point? Take the lead, take the bow. So we're watching two guys at the minute here, Ben Wally and Dizzy DJ, that are definitely going to be moving up in position. The admins of the league as... Whoa, goodness gracious me. What a disaster. What a disaster. End plates off. Dizzy DJ had a real big off there. His end plate's away. The guys behind, there's no point having sympathy. Go for it. Anybody listening? It's a free race now. Dizzy's made a mistake and he's got an end plate. So if you can pass him safely, just go ahead and do it. It's Dizzy's problem. The one thing going for Dizzy is he's penalty free. Nearly cycles all. He's penalty free as well. But these guys have got pace. Go for it, guys. Go for it. Oh, no. What in the name of goodness is that? That is awful, awful, awful. Anyway, not my place to comment. I'm just a commentator. But that wasn't good. So we'll head down to these three guys that are having a bit of a battle for the end. 19th lap. Beaumont has run away now with a 3.5 second lead. A few incidents in the last few laps have just caused a little bit of a disturbance to the race. Took the rhythm away from it in a way. But on track, Beaumont's going to win this race. These guys aren't going to pick up that time in the final lap. But we do have a race for second, third and fourth. Oh, Beaumont gets another penalty. Sitting out in the lead. I don't think he cares anymore. He just wants to get the race over and done with, get the final lap done. He ain't winning the race anyway, with all of those penalties. But Ben Wally, he's quite a bit behind in second. Dizzy DJ, he's quite a bit behind, still nursing that broken right end plate. That's really going to take an awful lot of pace off round those corners. So an unfortunate end to what could have been an absolute promising race. Had a bit of everything. But if we just go up to the leader then, he's popping round the final few corners. Round the slippy left-hander before the start-finish, and he's going to come over the lead. And he's over the line and first safely. What a great race from Beaumont. And here comes second place. It's Beaumont's dropped down to third with those penalties. So Dizzy DJ gets the second. And Quit Pigs, oh, he's into the fifth. So there's a few bits of juggling going on there. And we will definitely see the race winners and the celebrations as Beaumont grabs the driver of the day as per the game. But despite the penalties and the race wins, and if we just come to the grid now and see what the final positions are, you guys can put all sorts of messages up now on Discord about who won the constructors and what. All I know is Ben Wally and Dizzy had a race tonight that there was a possible outcome of Ben winning, but it was unlikely. Dizzy DJ could have won the race, and he has done. And, you know, there it is. In first position, we've got Dizzy DJ, Ben Wally second, Beaumont third, Nearly Psycho fourth, Quit Pig is fifth, Mad Mark V55 is sixth, Basic Beetle is seventh, Deadly Violence is eighth, Matty CC is ninth, and Zink's 10th, and those two guys didn't finish. So, I'm just going to round this one up simply by saying congratulations to the DJ for winning the Bronze League, and my driver of the day for absolutely and utterly important reasons is Mad Mark V55 in the Kicksaba, despite having a little 3-second penalty. But the reason is he put a message out there to everybody on the track. And as a commentator and as a driver myself, who's just about to load in and have a crack round here in silver, let's hope I can live up to my words. But this wasn't Mad Mark's night. This was Dizzy DJ's night. This was the bronze division. And my driver of the day, absolutely 100% Mad Mark. He moved over. He let the guys run. He moved over. He let other guys run. He stayed out of all the places where he could have got involved. For me, the guy had the pace, will have the pace to win races in the future. And well done, Mad Mark. Thanks for an absolutely superb display of how you should race in a league when you're not battling for the championship. So thank you, Mad Mark, for that. And everybody take note. So from Gavinbass1, from the sunny shores of Castle Rock in Northern Ireland, this was a super, super, super opportunity for me to start my commentating. It's enjoyable, and it was Mad Mark's influence that made me start it. So on that note, I would like to say an absolute superb victory for Dizzy, and well done everybody in the Bronze League for coming out tonight and supporting the guys who have raced all year long. And again, just a wee note, full-time drivers, if you sign up to a league, try and attend most races. It's important. It's important to the admins. So on that note, it's over and out. And I wish everybody big success for next year's season. Thank you.
Gavinbass1 on the microphone. The energy is high, feel the vibe in the zone. Engines roar as the lights go down. Racers ready, it's a battle for the crown. Who will rise? Who will stand tall? On the top step, they'll answer the call. With hearts racing and spirits ignited, the champion's moment is finally sighted. Adrenaline pumping, the crowd is alive. Speeding through corners, they take the dive. Every lap counts, the stakes are set. In this game of skill, there's no room for regret. Listen closely, hear the engine scream. Chasing glory, living the dream. Battles unfold on the asphalt track. In pursuit of victory, there's no turning back. Feel the thrill as the tires grip tight. Under the stars, everything feels right. Each curve a story, each turn a chance. In this high-speed dance, we all advance. As the checkered flag waves, the night concludes. The champion shines in the spotlight's hues. With the roar of the fans, they take